intelligent, injury proof uniform should have been happening. But it did not. Stop! And we caught in the snot of it. We can't get out of it. Damn! That was brilliant what he said. We ain't gonna let him have that. And the king say you can't take it. And stop! Because God gave him the show. And God say go to teach cemetery class today. And here it is. We got 1 officer down, 2 officers down, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 20,000, 32. We got here, we got there, we got bodies everywhere. But hold on, the defense part of it. They asked the king to protect the baby. She come, say she wants the king to take on the date. Hold her hand. Baby, I can't hold your hand. I know you're very strong. But what I do want to do is show you this thing called kingdom economics. Shout out to Father William, Mother Sophia. A shout out to love. It's the highest degree of understanding. Love will baffle the genius, but baby can understand it. It robbed the human their imagination when they come playing with somebody who say they know about John 14, 1 through 6. John 14. John chapter 9. See, they playing, and God come invisible, but visible to some when he resurrected his true soldiers. They should have been, but they was not. And King say he dare you to have 5 minutes and open mind today as we savillate in the snot of it. It just so many bodies, we just don't understand what had happened. World War I, Vietnam War, World War II, and they say it's a tariffs war. And we get in the tariffs war with one conversation with the king, but nobody give him a shot. But baby referee, she say just listen to him. He's sick. He gonna make you believe in God ways other people can't. Look what he did to us in court. And look what we do now today. April 16, 2025. 7th Circuit United States Supreme Court said they need a little bit more information about this thing I do. Cemetery class with the zoo, with the king. See, we gonna see if the uniforms was artificial intelligent injury proof. How many obituaries we would have not seen before their time? And King say sometimes people say he before his time, but time never was when man was not. But we can't get caught in a molestation in the snot of it. Who got the best title? No, we don't do that. We go with the best information. Shout out to this. No, cemetery class is where we come. And look at all and he say the baby referee, she got the whistle in, but she ain't got the uniform on yet. She say, you want to hang out? Damn, who wouldn't? Stop! Why do you do this to me? Why? Why did God tell me I'm going to get 50 million? Why did God send you to distract me from my 50 million? And why did God push me to convert like this? Only because you said you wanted to be rich. You wanted to own a lot of things. And the king said, well, you should have said that because so many other women now. No, U.S. Supreme Court judge, 7th Circuit Court of Appeal judge, all kind of people who declared at one time they wanted to accept the free gift of salvation. And they came. And they started saying things. And God started speaking to them. In public and private, they just tried to get away from it. And King say he can't run from his obligation. His obligation is United States situation. Defense. Defense. He say, if we could just do an open records request from the time the king started his show until now, April 16, 2025, want to see how many officer-related injuries was on the part of the officers and on the part of the private citizens or the perpetrator who provoked a call or not a call and an incident happened where a casualty occurred. It's a king. We photo enforce. First Amendment, free speech, free exercise right clause, fighting words doctrine. Is this a threat? This is not a threat. It's a promise that if we don't invent artificial intelligence, injury-proof work uniform for all first responders, then we might get caught up in another situation like this. And then we want to go to World War III, see, over tariffs. We don't have to do that. All we got to do is get in a race. No, fight the good fight. No, get in that book and see what God tell you about artificial intelligence that can impact the nation for the growth and redevelopment of all the babies that got to stay here. As the tribulation get worse and worse, we get poor and poor, and the companies, the big wigs, the big families, prominent people, they got us starving. We got to do all cyber strange things to change. And King say he created his own job under the First Amendment. It was available. Nobody spoke on it. And then they sent him baby referee. And she say she might want to hang out. And he say, well, this is going to take years because I'm trying to travel a new country. Let's get to 1 Corinthians 13. If you don't, man. If you do, King say he don't want to get caught up in your small talk. He want to talk to the true Christian. No, those who love God, who went all out for God, who put their life on the line for God. When the time was there in a situation. And Jesus say, keep going. I'm going to bring you back to a resurrected body, though. No, resurrected body. But it might not be your time. Do you got the best technology? Cyberspace, from outer space, from defense. Do you got the best technology the law allows? And let's get to guilt versus confight. 6, 5, 8, Fed 3rd, 82 and 83. If you don't mind. Now the king say God gave him the show. And the human tried to take it away. And God say now, when he give you something, nobody can take it away. Let's get to 1 Corinthians chapter 13. No, we want to figure out what love is, and then we want to get to Genesis chapter 6. 6th book. No, God say he want to wipe out the entire human race. Genesis 6:6 said people were so consistently wicked and evil. And then King said, we ain't got to wipe out the human race now, Lord, but I know you declared it. But can I preserve life? As we speak on John 10:10, I want to edify, educate the public on what could be under guilt versus confight. 6, 5, 8, Fed 3rd, 82, 83. Now, could we have plausibly under the First Amendment to preserve life and the peace and the children You know, it's all about the baby. King say he don't need to sleep with every woman in town to show the people that he grown. No, we got a lot of women like, oh, he must be gay. No, he's committed to his show. He's very committed to proving his point that he had a show, a real show. And nobody with human imagination, all five senses, and the seventh plane they went to when they spiritually elevated, but then based on a relationship God gave them. So they went to the seventh plane, and then artificial intelligence, injury proof work uniforms, they just wasn't a thing. I mean, they just wasn't a thing. And then we wake up, April 16, 2025, we just don't see photo enforced business district coding. And Kingdom Economics said, you study guilt versus gunfight hard enough and got in the book strong enough, maybe God could have gave you something for the national defense, for the protection of the great United States that which we live. But you didn't talk to the United States government. You didn't file one lawsuit to get her attention. And government say her purse was kind of empty. She got tired of giving out grants. And here it is. King say, hold on. But what about this? Now, how many businesses would we need to create just to create the uniform? But we do know guns, germs, steel companies exist that can counter-react a product. I mean, chemicals. No, nothing can destroy the uniform. And King say he don't know if they did this in China, in Russia, and Ukraine, in Africa, and Guatemala, and Guinea, and Haiti, and Europe, and United Kingdom, all the other countries, and they got a 52 state for the greater good. See, King say he went to church for 2 years with the police, so they seen him shining. They seen him living good. They seen him being good. And God say now, Jesus was a vine, and he the vine dresser.